Okay, let's talk about something that sounds like a weird crossover episode of The Apprentice and Golf Digest. Donald Trump showing up at a LIV golf event and getting a standing ovation. Wait, was this at his own club? Oh, of course it was. So, let me ask you this. When you hear Trump at a sporting event, do you immediately picture a crowd split between cheers and boos? Yeah, me too. But here's the twist. At his own golf course, surrounded by his own brand of energy, he got a full ovation. Shocking? Not really. But here's why this matters way more than you think. First off, let's unpack the obvious. LIV Golf is desperate for relevance. Remember when this tour was the Saudi-funded WWE of golf shaking up the sport? Now they are scrambling after losing their only investor, the Public Investment Fund. So, when Trump rolls up in a golf cart, it's not just a photo op, it's a Hail Mary pass. Personally, I think LIV's XX is sitting there praying, please let this guy tweet about us 10 times a day. Because without Trump's built-in drama, who's tuning in? Now, the crowd reaction. Let's be real, if you're paying $10,000 for a round at Trump's club, are you really going to boo the guy who owns the tee markers? Of course not. This was a room of mega donors and mega diehards. But here's the fascinating part. Trump's presence here isn't about golf. It's about branding. Every time he steps foot on that course, he's turning LIV into a de facto campaign rally. So when the article says he received big cheers, what they're not saying is that this was a calculated PR power move. In my opinion, this is the ultimate merger of politics and pay-for-play sports. And honestly, it's genius for LIV. Why pay athletes millions when you can just rent a president? But wait, let's zoom out. The bigger story here is LIV's survival mode. Losing Saudi funding is like a vampire losing its blood bank. So their CEO drops a cryptic hint about a new investor. Cool story. But here's the question. Who actually buys into a sinking ship like this? Is it another foreign regime? A billionaire with a grudge against the PGA? Or is this just a bluff to keep sponsors from jumping ship? What many people don't realize is that LIV's entire business model depends on being their anti-establishment rebels. But without controversy or cash, they're just a bunch of mid-tier players hitting shank-filled rounds in empty stadiums. Let's get personal for a second. I've watched Trump's relationship with sports for years, and here's the pattern. He loves being the center of attention, but he hates when the attention isn't worship. So at a Knicks game? Boos. At a conservative college football bowl? Standing O. But this LIV event? It's like renting a venue where the audience is contractual obligated to love him. Which raises a deeper question. Is sports becoming just another wing of political identity? If so, LIV isn't dying. It's evolving into the first red state sports league. Imagine that, golf with a side of Make America Great Again hats. So what's next? If LIV's new investor is legit, we might see a bizarre Trump PGA Cold War. Imagine lawsuits, reality show style drama, maybe even a Cove Cup. But if this falls apart? Trump's golf clubs become the ultimate legacy project, less about sport, more about building a billion-dollar monument to his own brand. Either way, this isn't just about birdies and bogeys anymore. It's about how money, politics, and celebrity collide in ways that make traditional sports look like child's play. What do you think? Am I overanalyzing? Or is every golf cart ride now a geopolitical event?